This is Jesus telling us. Say my name here on earth, and I will say yours in heaven. Why does this matter? So in terms of persecution, mockery, pressure, if you stay silent, it reminds us that your loyalty to Jesus is questionable. It's not there if somebody is coming up. It encourages us now to be bold when we listen to this sermon, to be loving. We should be unashamed in living out and speaking out our faith, knowing that when we speak our faith here on earth, Jesus is standing up for us before God. So let's stop waiting for perfect moments. The perfect moments are now. As we are in church today, look at the friend near you. They can decide not to speak up for Jesus. But speak up for Jesus, and they will learn from you. Amen. And when they learn from you, you have created this special relationship with Jesus. He awaits for your soul to get to heaven, and he stands before you in front of God. He tells God you are the best. I call upon your hearts now to humbly bow before Jesus, to listen to his call when he says, call out on my name now, and I will tell Jesus that you are righteous. Jesus is saying a big yes to standing for you before God. And he wants you now to also a big yes to defending his name on earth. When we stay silent, what happens when we stay silent? On the WhatsApp group, at your workplace on break time, you lose, those rooms where we are given for breaks. What do you call them?
Breakout rooms.
Breakout rooms. That's Kevin. Yes. So lies go unchecked. If we remain silent, lies go unchecked. The next generation is misled, and we lose opportunities to witness. And church is changed. It's no longer the church that Jesus said to Apostle Peter and the disciples, they should start a church on earth. That new church that was started, it changes. If we decide to remain silent, if we decide we are not going to defend the word. So, as beloved people, have you sanctified Jesus Christ as your Lord in your heart? Amen. I will take that as serious. You cannot defend what you don't believe in. You have to believe in Jesus. For you to then stand there and say, I am going to defend him. You cannot share what you don't carry. So are you carrying Jesus in your heart? So Jesus said in John 14 verse 6, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. So defend the way. We are being called to defend the way. Defend the truth. We are being called to defend the truth. Defend life, because that's true life in Jesus. So we are being called to defend the true life. So you are not just a believer on this earth when you believe in Jesus Christ. You are a witness to all the truth that must be happening on this earth. It is the truth because Jesus came on earth and he said it himself. And you are supposed to then stand there preaching it and stand as a witness to see it is happening. If it is not happening, defend. That's the sermon today. You then have to defend. And when you don't speak up for Jesus, or let me come the other way. And when you speak up for Jesus, heaven stands with you. Amen. Because I know people have that question, what if I speak about Jesus and then I'm rejected. You are rejected by the world, but the heavens are with you. Matthew 10 verses 32 says, it's Jesus speaking. Whoever acknowledges or confesses me before people, what we are afraid of doing today. But Jesus is saying, if you acknowledge and confess him before people, I will acknowledge or confess you before my Father who is in heaven. So this takes me to the journey of the soul when I go to this Bible verse. Okay, I have defended Jesus on earth. I have told everything that people are saying is not comfortable saying on earth. And then my soul has left my body. I am now in heaven. And I am standing there and the videos are playing. All those videos that are bad. But Jesus is standing there to God saying, but you know what? Look at that video. Yes, you can see that God, but look at that one. There he was defending. He defended in church. He defended in the community. He defended at his workplace. So Jesus will be there to defend you before God. To say, oh God, yes, he's done 50% wrong. God, could you please accept the 50% that is done right? This is what I got from Matthew 10 verses 32. Jesus is saying, confess me before people on earth, and I will confess you before my Father in heaven. I will tell my Father that you are right. You are supposed to enter heaven. So when it's hard, when you are in those toughest situations, can you know that you are preparing for Jesus to acknowledge you before God? Defend Jesus, and he will defend you. He says, if you publicly stand for me, if you are not ashamed to say you belong to me, even when it's hard, even when it's in tough situations, then I will stand for you before my Father in heaven. So in other words, Jesus is saying, defend me here on earth, and I will defend you there. Amen. It's very easy. Defend me where? Here. And I will defend you there. That's the topic for today.